Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopefully elect. Hakim and Akwaf out there, listening and learning. So here we go. New York becomes the first state to roll out Bill Gates' digital ID system. And look, I'ma just say this, man. We're in a time where a lot of these false prophets, a lot of these guys that was pushing the false doctrine concerning the MOTB and concerning what this thing entails, they gonna have to eat their words. You see, because we're in a time where this thing is about to come out full-fledged. And what the men of Great Millstone have been saying all along, starting with the elders and apostles on down, man, this thing is about to come to reality. All right? You had men preaching false doctrine, which they know that that's not the MOTB, man. Talking about it's sleeping with white women, that it's an embargo, that it's a philosophy. Well, even if it is a philosophy, what does that philosophy entail? Because a philosophy tells you to believe upon something and perform a certain act, right? So if it's a philosophy, then this philosophy must be telling you to do something. But when it comes to that, crickets. But again, man, the true prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai have had it right all along. You see? And you can't deny it no more. You can't scoff against the CHIP being the MOTB no more. It's here, man. This whole digital system, just think about it. This system monetarily is about to go down, is about to crash, man. Saudi Arabia just came up off the petrodollar. All right? The economy is tanking, jobs are being lost, people can't find work, businesses are closing down at a rapid rate. People are destitute now more than ever. They about to crash this system, and what's going to come after this? They've already been talking about it. The Fed now is already set up. They've been talking about CBDCs. Matter of fact, over there in Sweden, that's the first country that I saw really implement the chip like that. And this was years ago. This was back in like late 2016, early 2017. Like, they was over there heavily chipping people. Now it's coming here. But before that comes, this digital ID is what's going to be the forerunner. So look, you can't get around this prophecy, man. All right? Everything is coming down to the wire. We're at the end of this world, man. And everything that you see pertaining to last days prophecy is happening right now. So you should be able to look to men's doctrine, all right? Especially of these different camps out here, and be able to say, well, does that line up with what the scripture says? Is that accurate concerning the prophecy? And if it's not, then you can't go with it. So here we go, man. New York becomes the first state to roll out Bill Gates' digital ID system. New York has become the first U.S. state to roll out Bill Gates' ID system as the slow march towards a Chinese-style social credit score system looks set to become reality for New Yorkers. There you go. And they're going to start in New York, and then it's going to be spread nationwide. But what's going to be the catalyst for this thing to be rolled out nationwide? It's going to be a societal collapse. It's going to be a financial collapse of this current monetary system. As the old saying goes, out with the old and in with the new. And the new is going to be this fourth industrial revolution, which we always speak about. All right, merging man with machine. First is going to be, you're going to have to get this digital ID along with the CBDC. Then shortly after that, you're going to have to be embedded. All right, you're going to have to take that charagma. You see? This is what it's all coming down to. We're at the end of this thing. It says here, according to the Democrat governor, the digital ID will initially Pay attention here. The digital ID will initially be a voluntary way for New Yorkers to store their driver's license and non-driver IDs. Listen to this. Eventually, the system will become mandatory for all residents who wish to participate in society. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, man. What does it say in Revelation, the 13th chapter? He causes all, rich and poor, free and bond, right, to receive a mark. This is leading to that. Because right now, it's a voluntary thing. Just like taking the chip right now is voluntary. But very soon, they're going to mandate it. They're going to put it into law and say, if you do not have the micro C-hip, you're not going to be able to function in the society. Point blank, period. Listen, the closer that we get to the end, things should start to become more obvious to you, right? The closer that we get to the end of this world, things should start to open up more. All right? And definitely for us, we see that the closer that we get to the end, the more these prophecies start to make sense. All right? But yeah, they're going to mandate this. This is going to be mandatory to participate in society. You saw them do the same thing back during the pandemic when they told you if you don't have the juice, you can't go to concerts. You can't enter certain restaurants. You can't board a plane. You can't do this. You can't do that. It was the same thing. That period was a prep for what they're about to bring forth now. Can't make this up. Reading on. Currently, the New York mobile ID is accepted as select TSA terminals at participating airports throughout the country. It can also be used at any other business, venue, or organization that chooses to accept it, including those in other states and countries. Like I said, back to the pandemic, when they had that what do they call it back then? I think they called it the key to the city, or the virtual CV pass, something like that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Back then, it was the same thing. You had to use it to get into businesses, venues, airports, the whole everything. And they bringing it back, but this time it's gonna be this digital ID system, man. All right. Also, they're gonna say, yeah, well, we have all these unknown illegals in the country now. We don't know who they are, because they've already been talking about terror attacks, right? They've been talking about terror attacks, black swan events. So they're gonna use these things to bring this thing about, man. They're gonna say, oh yeah, well, this is happening here. We don't know who's who. So if everybody gets a digital ID, now the world can be a safer place, because now we can know who's who, and we can do things accordingly. They setting this thing up. And it's in New York. Very soon it's going to be in LA, and it's going to be in a city near you. Watch how these devils do this thing, man. Watch how they do it. This is why the men of the Lord, man, have been pressing upon you. All right, pressing upon the elect. Get yourself right. Know where you stand right now. Examine yourself. Because we down to the wire. Yahweh Shai about to come back very soon, man. People about to be out here bugging out, losing their mind. Lack of food, starvation, wars in the streets. So where you going to be? Are you going to bow down when the devil brings his new beast system in? Or are you going to resist for righteousness' sake, man? You have to know these things right now. Playtime is over. It's time to get serious. It's time to truly know where you stand and know who you serve. Do you serve this world, or do you serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? You got to ask yourself this, man. You know? Check this out. You don't need to dig through your purse or your carry-on for your driver's license. You just have it right on your phone. And you don't need to pull up your boarding pass when using New York Mobile ID. The TSA will know automatically that you have a boarding pass, said Lisa Kumjian. So this is what? Convenience. Oh, you don't have to carry keys no more. Oh, you don't have to have an ID. Everything's gonna be on that digital one, on your phone. But like I said, it's gonna be on your phone for right now, but very soon they're going to want to be inside you. Klaus Schwab and the WEF, they've already said this, man. They've already said that's the ultimate goal, to chip everybody. We've done countless lessons on these things. Hey, man, look. A lot of the phonies out here is about to be exposed, man. All right? A lot of those gainsayers, a lot of those, those that came up against the chip. And as a matter of fact, this month is National Microchipping Month, if I'm not mistaken. Just like how Bishop Nate said, it's June, ain't no microchip. Hey, well, guess what? The microchip is coming. You see? This is Microchip Month. Now, we just got to wait and see. Is Esau going to roll this thing out this year? It could. It could. I mean, we're already halfway through the year, so we'll see what happens for the rest. But given the climate, we know that this thing can be rolled out at any time. And listen, this article is going into it that New York is already moving in this direction. Like, New York is already taking the steps to roll this thing out. So how much more, how much longer, man? Like, how much longer can this go on until he just does it? It's not going to be that long, all right? Because the Most High, he's shortening the days for the sake of the elect. And given that this dollar is getting weaker by the day, they're going to need to, implement this thing sooner rather than later, because this is going to have to replace this system. It's time to get your mind right. As of now, you can only use the mobile ID app at LaGuardia Airport and John F. Kennedy. You cannot use the app at MacArthur Airport on Long Island. Officials say residents still need to bring their ID because only 30 airports nationwide have the feature. But very soon, they're going to put a law in place that says all these airports, all these businesses, all these institutions must take this thing. Nationwide, similar apps are only accepted at 30 airports currently. So there you go. All right. and look, and this right here shows you, because you have a doctrine out here that, there's just one man of sin, like he's just going to come out the woodworks, and just start doing all this wicked stuff. Well, if you want to say that there's one man of sin, well, who is it? Is it Bill Gates? Is it Klaus Schwab? Is it Noah Yuval Harari? Is it Donald Trump, Biden? Like, who is this man of sin? But it's not just one man. This is a man, and his name is Esau Edom. All right, the nation of Edom, man. All right, that's who the man of sin is, Esau, so-called white man. And this is his mark. This is the mark of the beast. You see? Rome. This is it. See that? 2nd Ezra 5:1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And Yahweh Shah says, shall I find faith on the earth when I return? Roughly paraphrasing. And no, barely. The only ones that are going to have even a small amount of faith are those of the hopeful elect. Everybody else, they're going to be losing their mind. They're going to be out here running around, not knowing what to do, and they're going to give in to the beast. They're going to take the chip. That's why it says many shall be taken in a great number. Many. The scriptures also say, what is that? That's I think that's 2nd Ezra, where it says let the multitude of them, it's probably not in 2nd Ezra, I can't remember right now, Salakia, but it says let the multitude of them which were born in vain perish. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So that goes into that many shall be taken in a great number. The way of truth shall be hidden, because this word is also about to be cut off. Amos 8:11 is about to come. The famine of hearing the word. All right? They want to ban the Bible. They want to take the men of the Lord out. All right? Silence us. Okay? And this truth is not going to be out here like it is right now. See, right now people take it for granted, not realizing that this is a blessing to have men give you the understanding while things are still relatively comfortable, man. Because when things get chaotic, you're going to be looking for some type of comfort. You're going to be looking for some type of understanding, someone that can tell you what's going on and how to maneuver through these times. But because things are comfortable, people are not considering this word right now. But very soon, it's all going to change, because look, the Lord is going to take you out of your comfortability. The Lord is going to remove you from that slackness, from that state of just being content. All these comforts are about to be gone. All right? Verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago, just like it was in the days before the flood, in the days of Noah. And through the Spirit, I just went into that, man. The earth is filled with violence. It's filled with confusion. Everyone has pretty much lost their way outside of the hopeful elect. But the water Yahweh Basham Shai, that we still, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding has made us stable in this time, man. We already know what's going on. We don't need nobody to tell us what time it is. We already know, because we've been on our watch. All right, we've been on our watch. We've been praying. We've been putting in the work. All right. So we don't need nobody to come and tell us, hey, that we in the last days right now. We already know that. You see, we already up on everything that's going on, man. Like, we understand that we're on the brink of World War III. We understand that the mark of the beast is about to be rolled out very soon. We understand that society, as you see it now, is about to be no more. It's about to be chaos in these streets. It's about to be a purge out here. And it's going to be the worst kind of purge, man, because these people ain't even going to know what hit them. See? Verse 3, in the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. Like I said, wars in the streets, destruction, World War III. This place about to be wasted, man. Look, the fate of America, Babylon the Great, is going to be the same fate that Sodom and Gomorrah met, which is what? Being burned up, fire and brimstone, man. Which this time around, it's going to be through them ICBM nuclear missiles and ultimately laser chariot fire when Yahweh Shai returns. These are the things that are coming. Take heed now, all right? Because very soon, you're not going to be hearing brother's voice, man. And look, another brother can't save you, right? You got to have your own relationship with the Lord. Another brother can't save you, and more likely than not, you're going to be by yourself anyway when all hell breaks loose. You see? Brother's not going to be able to link up and fellowship and all of that, man. Things is going to be too chaotic. So in that day, hey, man, look, this is why the scriptures say that, every man shall work out his own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? Work out your own salvation. You can't depend on another brother to have faith for you. You got to have your own faith. You got to have your own oil, man, when these times come. You see? Let's go here to 1 John chapter 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So just like how they about to bring this digital ID and eventually the MOTB, if you don't love this world, you ain't gonna give a damn about that. Esau can bring these, wicked laws and decrees to get you to go off all day long. If you don't love this world, then you're gonna leave it behind. Esau gonna come. It ain't gonna be no food out here. Esau gonna come and say, hey, we have the food, but you gotta take this. You gotta insert this chip in your right hand or in your brain. And you can have food, you can have shelter, you can have peace and safety. But 1 Thessalonians 5:3 says what? For when they shall say, I got tongues with it. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, man. All right? So these people have no idea what situation that they about to be put in. For this testimony, you could be thrown in jail, you could be beheaded, right? Ultimately, you can be put to death. You have to understand this is a part of this walk. This is why I say that you got to know where you stand, man. Like, you have to count the cost of being in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You have to count the cost of serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And Lord willing, we all stay in His spirit. You know, Lord willing, you know, the Lord continues to uplift us every day. We pray for that. We pray for strength in the spirit. We pray for the spirit to endure. Because this world is, listen, man, things is cool right now, but very soon it ain't gonna be cool. You're gonna be in a very difficult situation, and you're gonna have the wherewithal of who your power is. Who are you going to call on? 911 is not going to save you. Esau damn sure ain't going to save you. All right? Friends are going to turn on one another. Your family is going to turn on you. All right? Because they're carnal. You see, they're not spiritual. They don't understand what's going on. So when worse come to worse, they're going to turn into savages. They're going to turn into animals, man. You're going to see that. The scriptures tell you this already. You got to get your mind ready for what's coming. It's not going to be a very nice time. It's not, man. You have to have it in your mind that, hey, I'm you know, preparing for the worst in the spirit, but I'm praying that the Most High works something out for me. That's the mindset that you got to be in. Like, you have to be ready to endure. See? Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard that Antichrist, or anti-Hamashiachs, shall come, even now are there many Antichrist, which shows you that there's not just one Antichrist, man. That you know, that's that Christian dogma. All right. Oh, there's one Antichrist. He's gonna come about in the last days, and he's gonna do this and do. No, there are many Antichrists, man. Really, if you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, then you're an Antichrist, and then you're an anti-Hamashiach. All right. These Old Testament only Israelites, they're anti-Hamashiachs. All right. Those that say that Yahweh Shai is an idol, all right, or that he's not the son of the Most High, or that he didn't perform miracles. All these people that believe in these things, they are anti-Hamashiachs. This is what the scriptures say. There are many. There's a spirit of anti-Messiah out here, man. Those that come against the men of the Lord, buck up against the Bible. Anti-Hamashiachs. Because why? This testimony that we hold, this prophecy, this is the testimony of Yahweh Shai. All right? Prophecy is the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. And if you bucking up against that, then you're an anti-Hamashiach. You see? Whereby we know that it is the last time. Yeah, so we know that it's the last time based on what's going on out here. We know that it's the last time based on what the Lord said would be going on in these last days. It's plain to see. Let's get some more let's get some more headlines off of this. Look at this. Judge acquits man who raped 12-year-old because adult child X is part of his culture. You see, this is how wicked of a time that we're living in. And it shows you that these judges, man, God damn it, you know, they don't have a moral compass to judge anyone. They letting people off this out here graping, you know, underage girls because, oh, it's a part of his culture. And this all goes into that LGBTQ plus, like they trying to normalize everything. Any kind of, you know, sexual perversion that they can normalize. This is what this whole movement is about. And this is Pride Month, right? Be proud to be a mo. Just be proud to be a freak and a weirdo. This place is on the way out, man. Very, very soon. Putin says the biggest danger to Europe is the US. And them European nations already know that. Okay, that's why Turkey about to jump ship. All right, Germany, they sided with South Africa in recognizing Palestinian statehood. So look, man, the beast system is divided. They hate America, and they about to side with the BRICS. They about to side with Russia and China and their allies. And as it says in Revelation 17, we've been going into it. The beast is gonna hate the whore. They're gonna burn it with fire, with those thermonuclear missiles. Bill Gates fake meat linked to premature death. That goddamn devil, man. UK government to mandate Bill Gates digital ID for citizens. See, New York, UK. This is gonna happen all over the world. And check this out: the yuan has replaced the dollar as Russia's main foreign currency. Can't make this up. As soon as Saudi Arabia drops the petro, now the Chinese yuan has replaced the dollar as Russia's main foreign currency. So this thing is going down quick, man. All right. The Bank of Israel pushes digital shekel. You see what's going on? This whole world is moving towards a digital system. This is what they've been grooming you for since 2020. This is what the Great Reset is all about. How many times have we gone into it, man? Now, hey, as it says in Second Habakkuk, what is that? The third verse, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. You know, the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. So now is the appointed time for these things to come forth and manifest, right? But we've been warning you of these things for the longest time. Russia's stock market stops trading in dollars and euros. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. But I'm gonna close out here, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying through the Rakakadash. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakadash. And until next time, Lord willing, Shalom to the elect.